Hello and welcome to Tales of Anosmia. I'm Jules and I am anosmic. I have no sense of smell. I've made a video about taste before, so if you are unfamiliar with the concepts behind how taste works, then go watch that first, because I'm just going to assume that you understand the basics. Historically, there have always been 4 tastes that have been known: sweet, sour, salty and bitter. More recently, umami got added to this list, and by recently I mean 2007. There's still research going on trying to work out if there are other things that we can taste, and there are actually quite a few contenders. Experiments on rats over the last 20 years have indicated that there's a pretty good chance that we can taste starch, fat and calcium. To test this, rats were given 2 different water sources, one which was just plain water and one which had some molecules of whatever they were trying to test. And if the rat showed a preference for one or the other, that would indicate that they are able to taste that there is a difference. Until recently, there hadn't been much experimentation with human subjects. However, back in August, this paper was published in Chemical Senses. This paper has some pretty compelling results that we are able to taste starch. Not smell it, taste it. This wasn't thought of as possible until quite recently because starch molecules are very long, and that's just not the kind of molecule that our tongues are able to detect with the chemical reactions that take place on the taste buds. However, what they hadn't thought of is that there is an enzyme present in our saliva called alpha amylase. This starts off the digestion process and breaks down some molecules, including starch molecules. The molecules that are left over after this process are much shorter, the kind that can be detected. So this research by Lapis, Penner and Lim is testing whether these shorter molecules are what we taste as starch. Their research is very promising. Their experiments only had 20 or 30 participants for each one, so obviously it needs to be replicated by other researchers before it can be confirmed, but it looks really good. Now, why is this important? Well, first of all, I am a very big advocate for education and research for the sake of that. Knowledge for knowledge's sake is really important to me. But also, small discoveries like this can lead to much bigger things. But personally, it's just so validating to know that I'm not making things up, because I regularly struggle to explain why I can taste something because it doesn't fit into these predetermined categories of the 5 things that we can taste. This to me just confirms that we don't understand completely how our bodies work, and just because I'm able to taste something doesn't mean I also have the ability to smell. Our knowledge is always expanding, and as the comedian Dara O'Brien once said, science knows it doesn't know everything, otherwise it'd stop.